All right, the simple title to this video gives you a little bit of an understanding of what I'm about to talk about. Marketing is not what you want, it's what your customers need. A lot of people get this mixed up. So here's the thing. I see a lot of marketing going out from small business owners and even like bigger corporate brands where they're putting marketing out and you can just tell that it's really forced. Maybe they launched a new product, they launched a new service, or they just have a new feature on, one of their platforms. One example that I give very heavily on this is, and this is like a really bad shout out because I'm a big fan of this brand, but it's Samsung. So I love Samsung. I actually use Samsung phones. I don't use iPhone. One of the things that they did as a new kind of add-on to their cell phones was add this button on the side called Bixby. And this is like a pure example for me when it comes to marketing. So they use this this new kind of like add-on to the phone called Bixby. And if you have a Samsung phone, you know exactly what I'm gonna talk about. So with Bixby, it's supposed to replace Google Assistant. Google Assistant, which is literally what everybody uses if you're on Android or if you even are at home and you use Chromecast or Google Home speakers or whatever it is. And that button, that function was supposed to replace it. And here's the thing, Samsung promoted it so heavily and they literally pushed the product so hard on people where you couldn't even remap that button to be Google Assistant. Like if you clicked on it, it would just automatically bring up Bixby. And this was a really big issue with a lot of Samsung users because they would accidentally hit that button and then Bixby will pull up and you're like, oh, I gotta close out of this again. And it was just literally a big pain. And this is what Samsung did, is they pushed that product and that new add-on to the cell phones extremely hard, but nobody wanted it. There was very few people. In fact, I don't know anybody that's a Samsung user that actually enjoyed that new function. And Samsung just poured a lot of marketing, a lot of heart, and a lot of effort into pushing that, and it just ultimately flopped. And what could have happened was Samsung literally could have beta tested this with a group of people and said, is this something useful? Is this worth replacing Google Assistant for you? And they would have known and gotten feedback from people that literally would say, no, this is not something that you want to do. So in my mind, and there's proven facts about it, Samsung threw a lot of money down the toilet marketing this new feature that nobody wanted. So here's the thing, the marketing that you put out, you absolutely should center it around what people need from your product or service as opposed to what you think they want. This is the difference between you marketing just what you think you want to market and actually knowing what your market needs. So if you know your target demographic as well as you should know what their needs are, what their pain points are, and what you can deliver in order to relieve those pain points and solve their problems. So for me, if I added a new service on that literally was something that people absolutely did not need, something that was literally a resistance type product, then it would be a bad form on me in order to push that in front of people, and I would probably lose customers over it. So that's something that you need to think about. It's not about what you want. It's not about what you think your customers want. It's about what they actually need. And a simple way to do this is ask. Ask your customers, ask your existing clientele, or even people that are considering you, what are some things we can do better? And then if you get those answers, create a new product or new functionality, a new service around that, and then market the hell out of that. That's something that you absolutely need to do and figure out. So for me, for instance, I created a book called the REI Marketing Book. This was something a lot of people in the marketplace needed and wanted because of marketing is something that very many people in my industry struggle with. So I created this book, pushed it out, and we're about to crack 500 pre-orders, not book orders, pre-orders on this book. And it's absolutely a huge hit. So that's just an example, but what ways can you make sure you make those determinations on what your customers need and then market that, not what you think that they want or what you think they need. That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. If you got value out of it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And if you wanna reach out, there are several links down in the description below in order to either book a consultation with me or actually follow me on other platforms such as TikTok or Instagram at The Content Ninja. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.